Welcome to King of the Motos 2025. We are here. It is race day, finally. Things are getting exciting on race day. There's a little bit different tone about the place. We're down here on this lake bed and there's a little bit more serious of a feeling in the pits today. A few things that I am on the lookout for. We got two guys in the top 5 that don't have any changes or ailments coming in to this season, and that is Ryder LeBlanc and James Flynn.
We're doing well right now. We're just stashing tools on the bike. Got the belay strap, gonna strap a shifter on there. I don't know if anybody has it figured out. I think that the guy winning just has it figured out a little bit more than everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
I'm just trying to figure it out more and more every day and just enjoy the process of it too, so it's awesome.
The other 3 guys, Cody Webb, he is got a lot of changes coming into this year. He's riding the Yamaha, testing and developing the bikes. Our champion Tristan Hart, he's got a broken finger, so he's trying to push through. Will Reardon, he's on a new ride. He went from Gas to Sherco this year, so that's another change. So those 3 guys are dealing with some changes and some ailments, and Ryder LeBlanc and James Flynn have the advantage coming in terms of preparation. And I asked both of them at the press conference, how are you guys feeling coming in with Tristan being down and then changes all around you? What's your confidence and what's your mindset coming in? And James Flynn was a little bit more staunch with his response and a little bit more confident, and Ryder seemed to not know how to answer the question. So you know, obviously hoping the best for both guys, but those are the 2 guys that I'm looking for strong performances from this weekend. All right, check it out. Here we are at the start of Sunday's main race. These guys got a massive day ahead of them. 4 laps, 6-hour time cap. Each lap should take them between 30 minutes and an hour for the top guys, and for everybody else, a lot longer than that. Keys to the race here. Look ahead, read the terrain. I noticed a lot of guys yesterday following their GPS closely, looking down, kind of stuck to the trail. I think it's important to look at the GPS, know where you're going, but also look up and read the terrain. The terrain out here is so unique, and there's lots of different lines, and you have to read the terrain so you can get out of the main line and be most efficient here. So that's the key to the race. Also, keeping your wits about you. This is a big day, and if you waste any energy getting emotional, having issues, you're not gonna have a good time. Keys to the race.
GPS, stay out of the dust, stay on track, and just pit strategy probably, because that was kind of one of the things last year. So hopefully that, and I don't know.
And that's given that you keep the bike and the body and the mind all together.
Yeah.
T-Money, what's your keys to the race?
The key's gonna be for me, Ryder, and Cody to try and keep Will in check.
Willie's on fire.
He's really good at navigating, actually. Certainly was better than Cody yesterday, by far.
All right, they're off. We just came up the start line. We're about to drop down comes the boys. I suspect that Will Reardon's going to waste no time getting by Ryder LeBlanc here. at him go. Will Reardon's gonna try and break these guys in this canyon. It's so much easier to lead. It's easier to follow than it is to lead. Tristan's in survival mode today with a broken finger. Okay, we got a pack of 4 that have broken out early on lap 1 here. Will Reardon, Ryder LeBlanc, James Flynn, Tristan Hart. They're the top 4 heading out into the first lap. Cody makes a pass on Quinn for 5th. On the Yamaha, Quinn on the Riehu in 6th. Dustin McCarthy, yes! Having fun. Jackknife. This is a super steep, gnarly downhill. They've done this one before. They only hit this on lap 1 and they do something different on lap 2, but check this hill out. They weave down this canyon, and I'm talking about rocks and cliffs and steep downhills and loose sand and chunky chunk the whole way. They drop down this, then they drop down this finger, this ridge line right through here, up over, through the mountain and down the other side. Absolutely gnarly. The next one after this is called Woodford Canyon, and that one's even hairier. It's about like this, except it's completely virgin. It's only been ridden a few times. So that one, there's gonna be more figuring it out, more line choice, all that. And it looks like Ryder LeBlanc is starting to enter the chat from up above. These guys have broken away just a little bit. It's gonna be really important for him to keep these guys in sight, because if he loses them, it's gonna be really hard to catch back up, especially considering the navigation. Here comes Woodford Canyon. Things are gonna get hairy. Tristan's finding the extra gear that he needed. He's throwing up the deuces. He's having fun. Well, Reardon says right out, mate. Let's go. Let's have a good old classic battle. Love to see it. Yeah, Cody! James Flynn is on the hunt right now. James Flynn giving Cody Webb a rev, looking for the pass here. Here comes Ryder LeBlanc. He actually caught these guys quite a bit. All right, we're just starting to get into lappers here. So think, Cody's got this many more guys to pass in this canyon, and this canyon is not easy, let me tell you. Dustin McCarthy not far behind Danny Lewis and Brandon Petrie, heading out for lap 2. Here comes our top 3 at the top of downtown. This is a really long, gnarly canyon. These guys are working so hard to keep this pace. This is turning into a little bit more of a sprint than we thought. Only an hour, 15 minutes in, halfway through their second lap here. These guys are cooking. Will Reardon still leading the way. Having a hard time braking. Tristan Hart and Ryder LeBlond. No Cody Webb in sight yet, but never count him out. Tristan Hart, just a warrior. If anybody's ever broken a finger before, they know how hard it is to ride with a broken index finger. Ryder LeBlond is here to play today. Ryder's gonna have to settle back into the dust again here. Things are about to get hairy again. They come up downtown, they got a quick break on this road, and then it's gonna go straight into gnarly downhill. Reardon's got the hardest job of these three, leading the way. Ooh, Tristan goes for a high line, up and around. Tristan might have remembered that from last year. Tristan Hart is back out in front, and Ryder LeBlond put the pass on Will as well. That's what's hard about leading this race, is it's hard to take advantage of the mistakes. You're the guy making the mistakes, and they're the ones seeing it, taking advantage of it. Now, the difficult part about Ryder LeBlond's situation is he hasn't had to read his GPS as much. And look at that, here comes Cody Webb. Yes! Cody throws a shock out, he's having fun. So good to see. And he can see the dust still lingering from these guys. He knows they're close. He knows he's closing in, which can be so motivating. If he stays at it, he could have a shot at a podium here. Checking his nav just to make sure. If you go the wrong way at a spot like this, you can waste a lot of time. This is a lap 2 split. This is the only time they're hitting this trail. Cody Webb is closing in on the top 3 towards the end of the second lap. The amateurs out here sorting it out. Hayden Guest, a Hawaiian, Finding his way through the slick rock. Oh no! These guys are coming down Whiskey on the Rocks right now. Ryder LeBlanc is in the lead. Tristan Hart right there. No Will Reardon yet. But knowing him, he's not going to let this one go easily. Second, Will Reardon is back in the chat. Ryder's had issues with navigation before. Makes a little mistake, these guys are by. This is new terrain for them on lap 2, so these guys are sorting it out, reading GPS. Ridgeline. Go down Child's Play. Will Reardon, Tristan Hart, and Ryder LeBlanc. Man, Will is riding so well today and just being so stubborn. It seems like he believes he can win, and that's what he intends to do. Him and Tristan have mainly been trading the lead. Ryder LeBlanc hasn't spent much time in the lead, so if he does get there, it might feel a little weird to him. Ryder sends a quick look back to see where Cody is. Nobody in sight. This is one of the most difficult canyons here, and it's a downhill, big giant rocks, virgin terrain. It's gnarly. This is where Cody shines. Cody Webb just picking away at this canyon. The tactician, so impressive how he maneuvers that motorcycle. Unbelievable racing here today at King of the Hammers. It looks like Will, Tristan, and Ryder are flushed out the bottom of Child's Play. Wonder what the differential is between them and Cody, but wow, what an absolute banger of a day. Oh, and look, here comes James Flynn. Amateurs coming through on their second lap. Yeah, looks like they're having fun. They're getting through everything pretty nicely. Keep it running. Yes, Addy. That little Addy Albrecht. Such a savage. It's scary conquering this terrain as a full-grown man with skill. She's just a young girl, incredible rider, tons of heart.
My GPS died, so.
Oh, this is less.
big smile on her face. What a champ.
Max, right?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Right on, bro.
My first hard enduro. So
Nice.
just trying, man.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Nice. Going down rock salt. The pace for all these guys seems to be picking up throughout the race. No pit for Cody in the final lap. Will Reardon into Whiskey on the Rocks in the lead on the final lap. The course is the same other than the final hill climb. So the final lap, so this is his chance to break away from these guys without having to read the GPS. Tristan Hart is out the bottom, and he knows that he's got a gap now. And for him, that means time to set sail and get to that final hill climb. Tristan Hart coming down Chocolate Thunder into the finish. Remember, he still needs to complete the final hill climb to win this race. With a decent gap on Ryder, it's looking good. So good with the throttle. If Tristan Hart gets this win, he is going to be so stoked with a broken finger. He cruises up the final hill climb so good, and the crowd goes wild. Ryder LeBron coming into the final lap. We'll see if he can make this final hill climb nice and clean. Secure the second spot on the podium. Will having to use a little Australian muscle to get that Sherco in the position he wants. Oh no! Things could get interesting here. Come on, Willie! Oh, that was a close one. Will Reardon is so close to securing the second spot on the podium. He wants this so bad, and he's in a position where if he blows it, he can throw the whole thing away. Will Reardon is to the top. That's gonna do it. Ryder LeBlanc, third place, King of Motos. And Cody Webb has just gotten to the final hill climb. Good ride, Willie. That was sick. Huh?
I was digging.
You were digging. How was that, Wida?
Don't do that.
Are you hurting?
I think I broke ribs.
Actually? Where at?
Just like in the desert that last lap. I got like wedged really bad. And
Oh, I saw you.
yeah.
And that downhill?
Yeah, and I panicked after that. I was like ripping. I was like, I have to reel him back in. And then just like in a stupid like little desert spot, I just crashed.
Oh, shit.
My side was already fucking hurting. Now it really hurts. It took me so long to get going. And then Will caught me. I was like, oh, dang it. And I just like let him go.